Everyone, Paul here. Today I'm going to be looking at uh, I'm going to be looking more at some kind of strategies for calls and puts, mainly calls, but I'm going to be using kind of the paid indicators, one of the paid indicators that I bought previously. This is going to be this is going to be the pressure gauge indicator that I got from True Confident. We're going to use it and we're going to see how it helps with doing calls and puts with the stock market. So in order for this strategy to work, I mean, this works for crypto too. I've made videos about it, but I kind of want to help people that want to do calls and puts and kind of some out of the box kind of methods to get gains. There's several different strategies anybody can do, but right now what I have loaded here is the EMAs, and this is like default. It's like recommended because you need to see where the EMAs cross. So I have those are a must whenever I'm looking at my indicators, and those are free. So just gotta set your EMA to 13 and 48, and then you'll see those lines here, and you'll see when they start crossing, and that gives you that's the free method. That'll give you an idea of when to kind of enter the market. So if we look at the SPY here, and like I covered yesterday, the stock market is open later today. I'm thinking that the SPY is going to go up at least the next couple of days, and that's just looking at the EMAs. But what I want to kind of go over today is the how to profit with looking at the pressure gauge. Now, the pressure gauge is a paid indicator by True Confidence. So I'll put his links below if you guys want to pick up the pressure gauge, but it's not free. Okay, and I'm not sponsored or anything by it. I just find it helpful. I want to share it with people if you want to get the indicator. So anyway, for this strategy to make a killing with calls and puts, just look at the pressure gauge. Just look at the pressure gauge, and when you want to enter is when it's down on the bottom. If it's on the bottom here, now I'm on the daily chart here, but if you came in, well, not came in, you can do a day trade it if you want, but I'm speaking particularly for calls and puts. So if you look right there on the bottom, the pressure gauge, you'll notice the line is all the way down on the bottom. It's pretty close to the bottom at that point. So from this point on, if you wanted right here, if you wanted to do a call, and now if I were in this situation, if I wanted to make a call on this point, I wouldn't make it on 364. I would make it on just a little bit lower, but or maybe 360, somewhere around here, just somewhere around here. And then you do a call. Then what happens? You basically write it out for the next how many days? You can write it out for a week, 2 weeks. You got one. This here is 7 days, so that you're in profit here with your call. If you want to do it longer. Now, if you waited 2 weeks, you see 2 weeks. 2 weeks, you're up 5%, so you're in profit. Now, if you waited even longer, let's just say up here to the top where we are today, this is 30. Let's do 30 days. That's because I don't know how long you can do a call, but if you did, okay, 31 days. So if you did this, you're up 6% with your call. So if you waited 30 days. So that is a good profit right there because it is a 6% increase. So that's basically the strategy, and it works both ways. You can use it to do a put as well. So up here at the top, now what I would do personally is I would wait till the line down here on the bottom is closest to the top as possible. So personally, I wouldn't have done it here, but it still would work. You put in your put right here, and then it's the same thing. I would drop back like as far as it can go, and then I would wait it out, and you would be gains right here. Non-stop gains right here. So let's look at a couple other points. Let's look right down here. Here's another good entry point. Now from this point, I would enter my call like just a little bit lower, but these are gains right here. The first thing you do, load your EMAs, and then look at the pressure gauge line, and you just ride it out, and then you're pretty much in profit. So you're pretty much in profit. Like, I haven't counted, but you're like constantly in profit from what I can see on the day. So let's look at more entry points. Now I probably, if I were doing this, I would just focus on the calls, but puts seem to be pretty good here too. So up here at the top, you could see both things. You could see the EMAs crossing, so that signals are with the free indicators. It signals that the price is going to go down. So that's indication number one. And the second indication, the yellow line isn't all the way at the top, but now personally, if I were to judge it just on the pressure gauge, I wouldn't play this, but I would also look at the EMAs and see that it's going to be trending down. So I wouldn't use the pressure gauge for that moment. But let's look. I probably would have used it up here at the top. You can't see it up here at the top. This is the moment I probably would have come in with my put, and then I would have wrote it down. And this would have been non-stop gains for right up here. If you came in here and you put in for a put, wrote it out down to the bottom, the 34 days you're 10% gain. So imagine that with your gains with the options. So to get the general idea, let's just look at one more. Okay, here's another good entry point right here. Right here, we can say we could put in for a call right here, and you wait it out right up here till the top. That's 33 days and 10% increase. So you can tell by using this indicator that you can constantly be in profit. You got to make your best judgment, but the key things here is I don't make my moves until the yellow line is either all the way down to the bottom or all the way at the top. So all the way down on the bottom, and then I'll enter into a call. If it's all the way up here at the top, I'll enter into a put. And I won't do it because anything in between that is a little bit risky. So let's see, one more. Here's an example of a put. Okay, so yellow line's all the way at the top. All the way at the top. We can do this one. Either one. This one's kind of closer to the top. Ride this one out all the way to the bottom. And that is a 3% gain if you're doing options. So you can see how you can look at this one. Oh my god. This one would be massive. Okay, so if we go to the bottom, right around here, because the yellow line's all the way down at the bottom, and then we rode this out all the way to the top, put in our call. That's a 9% increase in 34 days, but if you're doing options, that's probably a lot of gains right there. So anyway, using the pressure gauge indicator with Trade Confident is a very good strategy. You can probably you can probably blow up your options account really just looking at the pressure gauge indicator. It's really useful. So anyway, if you want to get the pressure gauge indicator, I'll put the link below. Other than that, I'm going to be giving you guys some more strategies for the stock market, doing calls and puts. Other than that, if you like this video, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I'll see you guys in future videos.